DigitalCom you can connect in short manner, and DVR you can connect in series manner. In that case, DigitalCom is the, maybe you can say again one more point is there. So what is DigitalCom? What is the shunt active filter? So maybe we can say shunt active filter is the advanced version of shunt. DigitalCom is the advanced version of shunt active filter. We can say simply like that because we have a more functions. And also maybe you can say that DigitalCom coming in the category custom power device compensating type. And what he can do? He can compensate the unbalance, distortion in power factor mode as well as the zero voltage regulation mode. Along with also he will compensate reactive power as well as the neutral current. So basically point is this one. Main objective of the DigitalCom is compensation of reactive power only. Means only reactive power compensation. Additional features are harmonic, load unbalancing. In case of fourth wire, neutral current compensation. So maybe we can see this point. So it is, this one is going to operate in PWM switching frequency only. We cannot use fundamental switching. Here we can use switching frequency maybe 5 kHz, 2 kHz, means more than fundamental. You can say that generally we are going to take not more than 20 kHz. 5 kHz, 6 kHz, that is sufficient. You can say that. After that, what is the advantage of this one? Main advantage is compared to passive filters. Compared to passive filter, we have two passive filter, a passive and active. Active filter compared to that, compared to passive filter, this has input response and capacity for tangent overload also. Means transiently you can overload also at reduced voltage level. So what are the main function? Function is harmonic elimination, reactive power compensation, and load balancing, and neutral current compensation in case of 4-wire system. This is main thing. After that, this device, whatever shunt device is there, that one maybe you can open in PFC mode or maybe ZVR mode. In case of PFC mode, what are the things? Maintaining 2 unity power factor after compensation. Means in supply side you can maintain UPF, but PCC voltage drop from rated value due to source impedance and load. Due to source impedance and load, PCC voltage going to drop. Second point, what is voltage regulation mode? In this mode, source current are slightly leading with respective voltage because extra leading reactive power is required to regulate the PCC voltage. In case of what is disadvantage of zero voltage regulation? Advantage is you can maintain the whatever voltage you want, you can maintain. But disadvantage is in this case we need slightly leading reactive power. Means we need by reactive power you want to compensate the voltage. No? So in that case you can say you power factor we are not able to maintain unity. So that is second thing. Third point is now performance. Here whatever thing we are going to discuss, then maybe one is the power circuit, second is the control circuit, third one is whatever load or supply are there. Here performance and utilization of this one depend upon the power circuit design. Means cost depend upon the power circuit design. You can say if we have a design is not good, then we have high capacity converter you can take, maybe more than 5 times, 2 times, 3 times rated. High capacity wire you can take. That is a bad design. And second one, and response of that circuit, response of that system. High capacity if you are going to take, that will also work the problem. But response of the system depend upon the controller. What type of controller you have designed. Means response depend upon the controller, but cost depend upon the whatever power circuit you have taken. That one. Switching scheme for getting first generation, design a power circuit element. Design a power circuit element means this is basically depend upon the cost of the converter. Means if design of power circuit means if design is not accurate, maybe our system will burn maybe. If design is so much overrated, then cost is so high. That is also point. So many controller, we will talk about the control circuit only. You can see many controller there. We will talk about some single phase PQ3 so that we can from base point we can understand how our system is going to work. So here selection of control depend upon the time required for estimation of active and reactive current and reference current. Second one, use of intermediate filter in control circuit. How many intermediate filter we have used? Independent control in all three phases. Mean how we can control whole thing independently, you can say. Second one, single phase PQ3 based control we have taken. Single phase PQ3 based control is identified for power factor correction as well as voltage regulation mode, you can say. What is the advantage of control? High convergence speed, you can say. This is based on the math only, na? So we can say whatever formula we have developed, that is highly we are going to, that means we can process inside the processor, na? So highly convergence speed, you can say. Independent control in all three phases. Individually, all three phases you can control. The structure of this control is based on the basic arithmetic operation. Due to this region, its implementation in software and hardware is so simple. The structure of this control is based on the basic arithmetic operation only. Due to this region, its implementation in software as well as hardware is somewhat simple, you can say. Next, after that you can see this is our basic circuit diagram. This type of circuit we want to develop. Simply you can say, in this case, what are the things? Supply source, then load, then converter we have here. This is the transformer. By this transformer, we want to compensate the neutral condition. Simply you can say. Other three functions we can do by this one. Means use one DC link based capacitor, DC link based converter, interface inductor, one RC filter. It means this we should maintain required level of voltage across the DC link. That value depend upon the some formula. But basically base point is, so you should maintain DC voltage at least peak value of 9 to 9.
Writing's not that easy, but
Hello?
Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct.
We are going to discuss coil pitch or coil span.
Hello? Okay, so here point is there, we should maintain
coil pitch or coil span.
We should maintain.
First of all, let us know about basics of a.
Hello? Basically, we should maintain DC bus voltage how much? More than peak value of line to line voltage. This is main thing. Okay. And formula we have written here. So again point is there. First, to design this whole circuit, first we should know how much, what is the load rating, or what are the power laws. Based on the load rating and power laws, we can design the converter. So first you can calculate the rating of the voltage source converter. If we want to compensate only reactive power, suppose we have 10 kVA load, in that 0.8 power factor is there. So in that case, rating of voltage source converter you can design based on the 10 into 0.6. Means power factor 0.8 na. So active power you can, how you can find out? 10 into 0.8, and reactive power you can find out 10 into 0.6. Based on that one you can find out, and then you can take some safety factors. Here point is there. Here we have taken 35 kVA 0.8 power factor. Based on that one we have calculated 25 kVA transfer, and 50% extra we have taken inside that. After that, based on this formula, we can design the DC bus voltage. You can put 2√2 V line to line divided by √3 into NA. So based on that one, you can design DC bus voltage. After that, capacitor you can design. Capacitor simply rule is there. This capacitor you can design based on the each 5 kVAr reactive power demand. Basically, base theory is there. For each 5 kVAr, reactive power demand, you can put 2000 microfarad. This is a basic guideline only. But that you can design based on the 1/2 CV square equal to 3 V phase I into T into overloading factor into value of power which is going to fluctuate during dynamic conditions. So maybe you can take not more than 3 to 15%. Okay, we can take not more than 3 to 5%, you can say. Then here you can say we have written, and T the time required to recover the DC bus during dynamic condition. Here IC is the phase current of the VSC, and T the time for which DC bus voltage is to be recovered. Then calculate value of DC bus voltage. How much? We are going to observe 8432.40 microfarad. Means just you can put all those values, then you will get 10,000 microfarad. But initially, if somebody is going to work in this area, they can put, if they want to compensate 5 kVA reactive power, they want to take the reactive power 5 kVA from converter. So they can take how much? Not more than 2000 microfarad. DC bus voltage capacitor, by this formula also we can design CDC equal to ID divided by 2 omega VDCRP. By this formula also we will design the DC bus capacitor. Where ID is the DC current, IDCRP the maximum allowed ripple in the DC bus voltage, omega is the 2 pi into N. ID equal to how much? DC kVA divided by DC bus voltage, we are going to take 35.71. IDCRP means 5 volt, assuming 0.5 to 1% ripple. After calculation of value, you will get suppose whatever value we are going to see. Let 10,000 means by this formula we can find out. Interface inductor you can find by this formula, √3 MA VDC divided by 12 alpha Fs into ICRPP. Means percent value of ripple current in compensating current you can calculate. That may not more than 10 to 25% you can say. Generally, we are going to take for 30-40 ampere current, you can take not more than 2.5 millihenry. VDC how much? You can take VDC equal to 700. Alpha you can take overload factor √3 into √3 only. Based on that you can calculate. And switching frequency we can take not more than 10 kHz. Clear? Then selection of RC filter means basically this RC filter is going to provide the low impedance path during converter operation. And simply you can see R plus JXC. Here JXC equal to 1 by 2 omega FC. Na? If F is going to increase, na, the value of XC is going to decrease. Based on this theory, this filter is going to provide effective performance after half of the switching frequency. Means this one is going to absorb this filter is going to absorb the high frequency noise generated by the converter. Simply you can say. And time, how we can select? The time constant of this passive filter should be less than compared to fundamental time period. That R F into CF equal to I into CF very less than TS by 10. Based on this one we can design. So now you can see how we can do to switch rating. Whatever DC bus voltage there, that one plus 10% ripple you can take. So this is rough guideline, but you can take at least 1.5 times. Current how we can take 1.25 into peak value of supply current plus ripple current. So based on that one we can calculate. So here one algorithm we are going to talk, that is the single phase PQ theory. In that case, basically what are the things? We are going to design this system for indirect current control principle. I mean, indirectly we want to control the current. For that one we need to find out the reference. So to find out the reference we need to do this process. So first you can set the DC bus voltage pass from LPR. Compare with actual value. Compare with VDC reference. Put PI controller, tune the KPKI and how we can tune some other theory there. We can put Kp some value, then increase the value of Kp, continuously you can increase the value of Kp Ki, then you will, after some time you will get some tuned value of Kp Pi controllers. And after tuning, what is the output? Output of PDC equal to minimum constant DC. Okay. And supply voltage you can take, and you can read, you can shift 90 degree, that way you can consider beta. Then find out the PLA, PLB, PLC. After that, since we are going to find out power, after calculation, after multiplication, you are going to see some average value plus some oscillating power also will come. That oscillating power you can do using LPM. After that, R3 power you can add, put 1/3, you have a PLA. This one you can add with output of PI controller, DC bus. Then you have PT. Calculate the value of I alpha A, IAP, IPB, IPC, means find out the active components. Similar case, second case, you can shift the current 90 degree or find out the again QLA, QLB, QLC. Again put low pass filter, then you have a there pure DC value. Put 1/3 QLA you are going to use. Then both you can add, you have a QT. Second loop, VT difference you can set. Sense value of VT you can find out. Both you can compare. Output of that one you can consider as a reactive current, reactive leading current. And how we can put KPKI? Just you can put KPKI and at the tuning stage, now you are going to see minimum constant DC as a QC. Okay. Then after that, both active and reactive current you can add, and after adding you have a I star SA, I star B, I star C. These you can compare with actual value of ISA, ISB, ISC. After comparing, you have a gate signal. That gate signal you can give whatever leg you connected directly to upper IGBT. Second case, same gate signal you can pass through NOT logic. After passing NOT logic, whatever signal is coming, that signal you can give same leg lower IGBT. That is story. In that way, whole story we have written here. You can see. Then how we can find out VT? VT formula is 2√2 square root 2/3 VSA square, VSB square, VSC square. PT how we can find out? Average power plus output of DC bus. Output of DC bus we are going to consider as a active component. Output of AC bus we are going to consider as a reactive component. You can see reactive QT equal to QLA plus QQC. Okay. Then by this formula is given in whatever Akagi we are going to see na, any paper also you can see. In all those papers, this formula is given. I, SA star, ISB star, ISC star. So those formula we can find out. After that, extracting reference active current, reference source current are compared with sense value of source current. So ISA star, ISB star, ISC star are compared with sense source current. ISA, ISB, ISC to generate current errors. Okay. And amplify value of current error. So the PI controller, you can amplify the current error for the PI controller again and compare with 10 kilohertz or 5 kilohertz Gaia signal. Based on that one, you can decide the switching frequency. You see, whatever we have discussed now. So based on that one, we can do simulation also. We have done simulation and implementation also. So that we will tell something. So you can see in PFC mode, how we can see this PFC mode as a DVR mode. Supply current you can see, current distortion is less than 3%, 5% only. Load current, how much? Near to 37 ampere. 40% distortion. Voltage this one. You can see during PFC mode, whatever phase voltage there, na, that rated phase voltage will not come. Rated peak value of phase voltage for power 415 is how much? That is 339. Here you are going to adjust 337.9. Na? So that is 339 point some value is there. Okay. So that you want to maintain 339. For that one, you can do 0 voltage regulation mode. After 0 voltage regulation mode, you can see we have maintained the voltage up to rated value, and we are going to see all supply current, load current, those are the under control. Load can do only 40%, whatever value is there, but supply can distortion within limit. See how we can test this one by experiment. So first you can run the system at PFC mode only and see the voltage. In PFC mode, we have run the system at 160 volt and we have increased the load current. Due to the increment of load current means we have loaded the system to 5.4 ampere. Then we can see our voltage going to dip. How much? Near to 7-8 volt. Due to that deep voltage. Due to that deep voltage, na. Due to that deep voltage, na, you are going to see our system is running in ZVR mode. Okay, you can say, you see PFC mode, na, you can see supply can discharge how much? Near to 5%. According to IEEE 519, you want to maintain. And same time, you can see what is the converter current. That we can see nature of those currents. And we can see the nature of the neutral wire current also. Supply neutral and capacitor neutral. Load neutral and capacitor neutral. Both are equal and opposite. So that one supply neutral is going to become 0. See the supply voltage discharge near to 5%, load discharge near to 32%. From 32 to we have maintained up to 4.5%. After that, you can see what is meaning of unbalancing. You can see our supply quantity, load quantity almost 2-phase load quantity there, 3rd-phase load quantity 0. But supply can near to all 3 phases near to 4.5. Means we have maintained the balanced sinusoidal current. This is the phenomena of load balancing. Same time you can see nature of this one, compensating currents. How our converter is going to compensate? How our converter is going to generate the required current? See, supply current you can see VSA, ISA, ISC with all 3 balance current. Load current you can see. Load current is 0 in one phase, but supply is balanced only. Then you can see supply voltage, compensating current all 3 phases. See the DC link voltage, how DC link voltage is going to behave during unbalancing. Supply current, compensating current, load current. Then see here, our load is 0, but due to loading, see the nature of transformer neutral and load neutral. Both are going to change, but both are equal and opposite. Due to that one, we can see our supply current is supply has 0 neutral wire current. Okay. The same thing, suppose we want to test as 0 voltage evolution mode. So now you can see our loading how much? 5.8 ampere, phase A, phase A, phase C. But previously, how much voltage we are going to observe? And no load 160 with load 152. But here we have compensated 8 volt. For that one, we need some extra current. Due to that one, the supply can have increased up to 10 ampere. Means near to 3-4 ampere can we need to compensate. We need to put for compensation of 8 volt load, 8 voltage. Okay. So see here neutral wire current also you can see supply power, load power, and capacitor power. The supply power how much? Here supply leading power factor you can observe. Load how much? Load power near to 0.99. Capacitor power how much? This one. See dynamics. See dynamics here, VT, VCA, ISC, ILA. See how the system is going to change. So this one just you have seen if you have that whatever single piece thing then we have tested on PFC and then we have what we have compensated the power quality problems. What are power quality problems are there? Single phase, power quality problem, electric power harmony, or balancing those things. Then how we can implement this one? So for that one we have used one processor, this is 1104. Also we can use this. We can implement using that low cost processor also. Low pass filter means you can use microcontroller, microprocessor, those things also we can use. And here you can see 8 DC are there, 8 ADC are there. Digital IO and PWM port. Sensor card, we have used sensor card here. 4 kind sensors, 3 kind sensor and 3 voltage sensor. So whatever local mode we have, that we have used. Also we need to use how we can invert the gate logic. For that one we have used IC 7400. Then delay circuit means between same leg 2 IGBT we need to put some delay. For that one again we have developed circuit based on the IC 7400. You see the one local mode here, that converter and the driver circuit. Based on that one we have run our converter. This is RC filter. This is the somewhat 5 years before we have done this work based on the 2013 done by some MTech student. Then after the VVC EPQC. So till now we have discussed something basic about the how this and filter is going to work. In that case, so you can see EPQC have many configuration. You can see maybe single way configuration means based on the number of phases, maybe single phase, maybe 3 phase. After that, maybe based on their operation. You can see. Third one, maybe based on the topology. You can see. Here we are going to discuss based on the operating mode. Operating mode means EPQC the combination of shunt and series filter, maybe DVR and discrete combination. So here, if for fourth classification means many here we are going to see EPQC is based on the instant reported method control such as EPQC Q. So DVR is used for switch voltage injection and quadrature with supply current and almost zero reactive power. If we are going to tell EPQC P, Q, yes, no, the Q is what is nature of Q? You can see. Based on the DVR operation, you can see. DVR is going to use for switch voltage injection and quadrature with supply current with almost zero active power injection. What are EPQC P? EPQC P is the DVR is used for switch injection in phase supply can with active power injection. DVR is used for switch voltage injection in phase with supply current. EPQC yes, DVR is used for switch voltage injection at optimal phase angle with minimum KVA rating. Those we can. So based on that, the configuration people have decided. You can see the EPQC P. You can see EPQC Q approach is limited to compensate the sake on the system. Okay, but EPQC P approaches to effectively compensate both sake and swap. Furthermore, if, to compensate the equal percentage of sake, EPQC Q requires large amount of switch voltage injection than EPQC P. That we have completed. You can see papers, many papers they have been completed. There is recently introduced. Okay, so also people have used phase angle control. That is EPQC yes. So that I will tell something. This we have taken a paper and some people behind there. Okay, so you have learned the what is meaning of EPQC PQS. You can see here EPQC sake compensation in phase. Number B you can see quadrature. Number C you can see diagram of EPQC P for sake compensation. Number C. We don't have a C here. We have A, B, C. Number D, phase diagram for compensation EPQC P for voltage sake compensation. Voltage sake compensation. E, phase diagram for EPQC S for sake compensation. Number F, phase diagram of EPQC S for voltage sake compensation. In that case, you can see the based on their DVR operation. These are the principle only, do not require anything. Now you can see how we can control the EPQC. How we can control EPQC, you can see. So for that one, we are going to discuss one basic control, and after that one advanced control. You see here, this is the one control diagram of the EPQC, generalized EPQC, normal you can see effect reverse system. So before that, we will discuss something about the how we can control DVR. Shunt we have seen. Shunt also, in shunt case, we need to design the reference supply current. In case of series, you can see we need to design reference load current. In that case, first you can sense the DC bus voltage, compare with actual value. Put PI controller, take the output, and supply voltage you can take the supply voltage, whatever the distortion and balance are there, that one you can convert MC to DQ. Then you have a VSD and VSQ. Put LPF, then you have pure value of DC. With value of VDCC means whatever VD component, then in that you can subtract the output of DC bus PI. Second case, VSQ, put low pass filter, whatever VD, VQ, DC, then in that you can add the output of this one, that Q AC bus. Okay. In that case, load voltage there. You can find the amplitude, compare with reference value, PI controller, output of VQR you can find out. Both you can add, after that you have VQ star. So VD star, VQ star, you can convert to DQ to ABC. After convert DQ to ABC, you have a load reference current. After conversion of DQ to ABC, we have a load reference voltage, not current. In the conversion of ABC to DQ or DQ to ABC, also we need one theta information. If we are going to carry the voltage, then you can take theta from current. If we are going to carry the current, you can take theta from voltage. Means one is out of two, if one is going to carry, second one carry reference. Here you can see load current you can take. By load current, you can put PLL, and by PLL, you are going to see value of sin theta cos theta. The sin theta cos theta you can use in the conversion of ABC to DQ and DQ to ABC. Okay. After that, you have this one, and then after that, what you can do? In individual cases, load voltage you can compare. You will get one error. That error compare with carrier signal. After comparing with carrier signal, whatever signal is coming, that signal you can give connected leg upper IGBT. Okay, and same signal you can pass from NOT logic and give to lower IGBT in same leg. Okay, in that way we can design the control logic. Inside of this one, maybe you can use sin PWM, maybe any other PWM. What are PWM technique there? You can modify that one. Sin PWM, 60 PWM, space vector PWM. Those we can go inside. We can do inside that is voltage control PWM block. In that way, this is the DVR. Now you can see this that EPQC. How we can control? So one section you can develop for shunt control. Second section you can develop for voltage control. One voltage, one current. So you can see left hand side is the control for DVR. The right hand side is the control for DC communication. So take the supply voltage in case of DVR, convert ABC to DQ. Then whatever VSD and VQ are there. Hello, hello, madam. Hello, hello, hello. Anyone? Any question is there? Hello, hello.
No, sir. No question.
Any question? Here, what we can see, supply voltage we have converted to DQ, ABC to DQ. Means in voltage we have column, na? After conversion, you have LPF. That LPF, after passing from LPF, D component directly you can go to DQ to ABC conversion. In Q component, you can add the output of PI controller. So you can have a three-phase voltage, VLA, VLB, VLC, find out the amplitude, compare with reference value. Put PI controller, output of that one you can add with VSQ. Then you have a VQ star. Those ABC, by this one you want to maintain voltage. Na? So the DC bus we are going to maintain by shunt. And the load supply current you can load current you can consider as a reference current. For calculation of value cos theta sin theta. Then after conversion ABC DQ or DQ to ABC, you have a VLA star, VLB, and VLC star. Compare with actual value of VLA, VLB, VLC. Then you have a sin PWM based on the carrier signal. You can say the switching frequency. After that, you have a output voltage. Okay. Any question you can ask anyone if they have a question here. Here we want to get the voltage. So for that one, we have generated the load reference voltage. Okay. Within 2 minutes, I will come. Within 2 minutes.
નામ બોલીને પૂછું
Hello, sir. Sir, your voice is not coming. Hello.
Hello.
Sir.
Now again we are going to start. Okay. Here, whatever TVR you have seen, that is left hand side. Right hand side, what we can do? We want to calculate the current. So current you can take. Load current you can say because we want to calculate the supply. We want to calculate the supply current. So load current you have taken. From load current you can find the reference current. So you convert ABC to DQ. So D component or maybe Q component directly you can do, and D component you can add with output of DC bus voltage. In D component, this is a mistake they have written. So it means in D component directly you can add with PI output, and you have modified value of D. And Q component directly you can connect whatever Q are there, na? Because Q we have taken from series filter. After that, convert DQ to ABC. In conversion, after conversion, you have a ISA star, ISB star, ISC star. Okay. After that, compare with actual value of supply current. After comparing, error will come. Then you can pass through from carrier signal. You will get gate signal. And that gate signal directly you can give to connected leg, IGBT. And same signal you can pass by not logic, you can give lower IGBT. Again, point is there. Here, current in current you have problem. So supply voltage you can take as a reference and you find out the sin theta cos theta. Okay, clear na? If any question they can ask here. One case current, second case voltage. And one case you can find out the reference supply current, second case you can find out the reference load voltage. By that one you have a gate signal. That is meaning. Okay. If no question we can go on. Then you means whatever things there. Na? This one already you can see paper by some paper also we have given these things. Okay. Then you can see. Then you can see design also. How we can do the circuit here. So first you can just some point I will tell here. So first you can select the design of DC state comp. What we have seen. DC link voltage, inductor, capacitor, those things. And based on that one, you can select the source impedance, RSLS. Based on that one, you can see the linear load by 30 kVA 0.8 power factor. So based on that one, you can find the reactive power demand. So they have taken 22.8. Then DC link voltage, how we can decide? This formula already we have seen. Capacitor by this formula, inductor by this formula. Now you can see if you have 4-leg system, now you can use one fourth inductor also. The value of that inductor somewhat higher than compared to other 3 inductors because we don't have any counter voltage there. So that one you can design based on the VDC divided by 3 square root 3 into square root 3 into square root 3 into A into Fs into ICRPP means ripple component on compensating current. So based on that one, we can design these things. See the selection of voltage and current rating of solid state switch. They already you have seen. Now you can see DVR. How we can do DVR? This is main thing. So first you can select the DVR voltage rating. So voltage into how much? What is the value of the set? 30% thing we are going to consider. You can take 71.88. Just going to multiply. Then DC versus voltage. How we can calculate? In case of shunt, you need 700 volt DC thing. We got 415 volt. How your DVR require only 71 volt per phase. Therefore, maximum turns ratio, how we can decide? 415 divided by root 3 into 71 by this one. So 3 turns ratio you can take in transformer. You need to design one interference transformer also. Na? So you can take 3 turns ratio. VA rating, how we can find out? 3 DVR into IR, IDVR. Just you can multiply here and there. You will take near to 12.8 kVA ratings. Selection of interface inductor. So C inductor, how we can select? So for that one, we can use this formula. Here DVR equal to root 3 into root 3 divided by 2 into MA VDC K divided by 6A FS del DVR del I DVR. All those values you can put here. We will get near to 80 millihenry inductor. In this case, we need somewhat higher side inductor compared to normal DVR. In normal DVR, we want 1 or 2, 3, 4 millihenry, na? But here somewhat higher value of interface inductors we need, so that we can limit the current. That current is demanded from shunt side. After you can select the RC filters. RC filter R into C very less than TS divided by 10. So based on that you can decide. Okay. So this is design criteria, means design of components. How much voltage we need to inject? To find out based on the stack. Highest value of columns. Stack, swell, and balance, what are column? Highest is there, based on that one you can design. After assuming all the columns, they will not come at a time. Okay. Based on that one we can design. After that, see that this is one circuit diagram of EPQC. Supply voltage, siege filter, shunt filter, load. And we need to design control logic with common DC bus voltage. So we can do this one. This is the one of the algorithm we have designed, just like SRF only. We have a FTM base FLL. So based on that one, we have find a response here. So you can see this is the one control logic, supply DC bus and their reference PI controller. Then after that, we have final value of that peer reference based on the alpha beta those thing only, and we have calculated the value of finally VLA star and ISA star. IS ABC star and VL ABC star. Between that, also we need to tune the value of PI controller. Na? So for that one, we have used Firefly optimization. Based on that one, we have designed the PI controllers. Okay. Meaning of this one is we want to tune the PI controller, you can use optimization. And also we need to find out the reference currents, reference voltage. So for that one, you have some formula. Basically, what are SR formula? Same formula we can implement. Not same formula, based on same theory we can develop these formulas. And we need to design. We need to tune the value of KPI controller based on some optimization that we have done. So by based on the ITSC, means integral time square error. Based on that one we have considered as the objective function. And based on the theory of Firefly algorithm, we have developed the code. After writing a code, after writing the code, we have got the different value of KPI as well as the cost function. Since here problem is based on the minimization, so we are going to minimize the cost function value. And also we are not going to see that that should go towards 0. We want some minimum value. And same time, if some we have got minimum with some constant value, then that time you can consider as a KPI. That is why. Okay. Yeah, point is there. Hello. Hello. Okay. Here, whatever objective function we have taken now, based on that one we can see cost value. Here see following based on minimization, you can take objective function value should be minimum. And value of KP and KI, you can consider when you are going to observe somewhat stable value of cost functions. And also KP, KI somewhat stable only. So based on that one, we have seen KP equal to 172 and KI equal to 2.25. And after that, we can see the response of the DC bus. How that DC bus is going to behave. The manual tune you can see rise time, fall time, and maximum overshoot. And by Firefly, we have got some advantage that we have shown. That one also we can see during some dynamics. So this is the response of EPQC. See the response: supply voltage, supply current, load voltage, load current, DC bus, injection voltage all 3 phase, injection current all 3 phases. So supply voltage, just like a DVR, you can see checks and balance are there. Current, after compression, supply current we are not going to connect. Supply current only we are going to from supply side due to DVR. Due to distant current we are going to observe only active current. Load current almost sinusoidal. Load current we are not going to maintain the sine wave because that is whatever nature is there. Depending on load, the load going to dot that current. Then you can see DC bus voltage, injection voltage you can see, compulsory current you can see. Okay, so this way we can record the response, we can plot the curve. After that, you can see. After that, we have done other control also that we have designed that this you can see whole zigzag transformer basically you can see. Then here you can see siege injection transformer. We have interface inductor, siege inductor, shunt VSC, common DC bus, RC filter, zigzag transformer. What is this one? Is going to use for neutral current compensation. RC filter going to provide the to use for emission of high frequency noise. Common DC link a constant safe supported DC bus across it. Shunt filter going to compensate the shunt based power quality problem. Siege filter going to compensate the voltage based power quality problem. Interface filter used to connect VSC. It is also helping in smoothing the current wave shape. Siege filter, siege injection transformer is used to connect the series VSC. Generally, step up transformer is used to reduce the DC link, to reduce rating of the series filters. These are different components. These algorithms we cannot say because whatever research here some students they are going to do now. There is based on that one they have done some control algorithm that is based on the recursive least mean square that we have developed. Then by SMO means we have given the value of PI control against. Then you can see, so then we have got the results. Second is based on the CS LMS method. Based on that one, we have developed some math. We have developed this algorithm, and after that, that also same basically same only. We have tuned the PI control based on this one. We have seen the different response. After that, these are whatever research we are going to do now. Based on that, people have done some work. Based on that one, also we have published some paper also. So we will see some new thing here. After that, we have developed experiment setup in our lab for EPQC. The EPQC, you can see we have done this setup. This person is going to work in this project. This person is going to do PhD in this area. You can see this is a whole setup. The whole setup, what are the things? One is a sensor circuit. One is a converter. We have used big converters, small converter also. Then power supply, processor, computer, those things are there. These are the interfacing inductor you can see. Whatever inductor are there, interfacing inductor. Then after that we have interfacing transformers. Transformer there. Between that we have used this RC filter. RC. You guys see so many capacitors are there, na? So those capacitors we have RC filter. By this sensor, we have sensed the outside environment that sensor signal we have sensed. See here, this is the whole setup. So how we can get the non-ideal AC source? So for that one we have used this is a variant. Then we have rectifiers, load. Then based on that one we have created a non-linearity in supply source. And the supply source we have given to sensor. After that we have this processing. That after sensing that signal we have given to processor, we have got the reference load can and reference supply can. In this case, first we need to switch on the shunt filter. After compensating current, we switch on the series filter. These are you can see interface inductors. Here, these are inductors used with EPQC, DVR. DVR with series filter. This inductor we need 8 millihenry. This is the how much? Near to 4 millihenry, maybe near to 4 8, maybe depending upon the value. We have implemented this one at 110 volt, line to line. This is our whole supply source. By that one, we have designed the non-linearity. You can see. If any person work in this area, they want to do some work, they can contact us. No problem. Means till now I am working this area only, na. Sun sheet and sun filter, sage filter, EPQC, their application those. You can these are the converters. Whatever we are going to see here in the local market. Then they do to sun converter and sage converter with common DC bus voltage. This is whole setup you can see, EPQC setup. This is the interfacing circuit between power and control. This is a sensing element. This product we have used for sensing the current. This we have used for sensing the voltage. All are made by Keysight only. This is the processor. Microlab box we have used. These are sensing circuit. By this one we have sense current and voltage sensor, current sensor. Then this is inverter. Means in this setup we have this small inverter only, but other setup we have this 25 kV inverters. Again, this is the current sensors. So based on the data sheet of these sensors, we can design the based on the processor's requirement. You can design the output voltage, design input and output resistance. This is a current sensor you can see. Based on this one, we can design we can limit the output current. Again, this is for DVR circuit. We separately also we have run the DVR for their setup only. This is a circuit for interface between power circuit and control circuit. You can see. Amplification and isolations. By this one you can maintain 6 and 36, 6 and 130. We can maintain the isolation. By this one you can maintain the amplifications. Transformer you can see, inductor you can see. These are inductor, these are transformers. After that we have recorded here harmonic compensation, voltage, the unbalancing, six well, and those things. So see, say this is second there, load voltage is going to near to rated value. Swell, load voltage you can see. After that, we can see DC voltage, load current. This is some filter performance. DC bus, supply current, load current, compensating current. Distortion plus voltage. So our supply voltage remain, load voltage remain undistorted. Compensating voltage. So see this one. This is the other results. In that we can see whole data we have given for simulation and for experimental. 230 volt and 415 volt. 415 in that case we need 400 DC voltage. For 110 case we need 200 volt DC link. The switch frequency you can see, sampling time you can see. Here sampling time somewhat higher, that depends upon the processor. KPK you can see, gain you can see inside, shunt inductor how much we need, series how much we need, receiving voltage, receiving capacitor, those we have. Any question? If some question are there, then can tell, they can tell. Hello?
Yes, faculty member.
If some question are there, they can ask. Maybe I think I have told about that one.
Sir, what factor we have to consider while we select the type of control?
Hello?
Hello.
Somebody talking. Hello?
Sir, what factor we need to consider when we select
That
particular
factor is
controller?
main is there. How that control is going to respond in the dynamic condition. And what are the calculation? How we can implementation that procedure? How easily we can implement inside the processor with effective response. If any person want to work PhD work, maybe they want to work PhD in this area, maybe there shunt filter, sage filter, that combined EPQC you can see. Also maybe you can see application in wind, solar, hydro, battery charging, vehicle area, damage control. Those they can contact us. We are going to work in this area only. Hello, any question from that audience?
No, sir. Carry on, sir. Carry on, sir.
Hello?
No, sir. No, sir.
Sir, it is completed your side from your side. Sir,
Now completed, now my side.
Okay, so sir, participants has concluded. So if you are having any query, you can ask.
If anyone want to work in this area, they can contact us, no problem.
So I don't think, sir, I think there are no questions. So I think, sir, we can conclude. Hello. Sir, one question is, how actualization of GATT control is done?
How?
Yes, participant, unmute yourself. What you want to ask? Actualization means what? Sir, it is in a chat box if you can see.
Where? They can ask, no problem that. They can ask.
Okay.
Means that this one we have implemented inside the whatever MATLAB model we have developed. That MATLAB model we have we have one inside the processor. A processor we have used microlight box. In that first we need to sense whatever sensing signal are there from sensor. After that voltage signal you can convert in terms of processor requirement less than 10 volt. After that you can put it inside the processor. Then you have a gate signal in I/O. After that, whatever gate signal you are going to get, that one you can amplify according to converter requirement. based on the isolation and amplification circuit. Also, we need to maintain isolation power circuit and control circuit. Because power circuit may be more than 20-30 volt, maybe 100-200 volt, and more than that value also. Control circuit maybe not more than 20 volt. Based on that.
Okay, so control of gate for DVR and D state form, that is a question, sir.
Control of DVR D state we have developed based on the SRF theory, or maybe any other controller. Whatever you can download also paper. Many paper we have put in that site also. You can see new control also we have developed. Basically, that is based on the SRF theory, or maybe based on same principle only.
Okay, sir. So, sir, I think we should conclude now. So, thank you very much, sir. On behalf of Electrical Engineering Department from Dr. S.N.S. Gandhi Government College, for sparing your valuable time and accepting our invitation to deliver our expert session. So, I hope for similar cooperation in future too, sir. The session is very informative. So, thank you very much, sir, for your kind presence over here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for invitations.
Thank you, sir.
Now we can leave?
Yes, sir. Now
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Hello, yes, you are audible.
Ma'am, shall we stay or shall we leave, ma'am?
Yes, you can leave, sir.
Attendance is taken, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.